Hello, 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 beautiful people and wonderful people here. So, welcome to my channel. My name is Yogesh Dhruv, and I'm a mindfulness coach. So, I'm very excited for the topic today. So, first of all, yes, welcome to my channel, and I'm very happy to have you all here, and thank you for your time. So just one um, small request is that if you like my videos, then please subscribe to my channel so that you get all the updated videos and also notifications in your inbox. Okay, so yeah, please subscribe to the channel if you like my videos. Okay, so today we are going to uh, explore the topic is how I overcame loneliness in my day-to-day life. So how I overcame loneliness in my day-to-day life, that is the topic for today. It's a very interesting topic. So people are always feeling loneliness in their life because of all these different factors coming into your life. You are like somebody having some challenges in the business. Someone has challenges in their relationship, you know or someone has some uh, you know other kind of problems. So there are so many different like factors, right? In like if you are studying, if you are a student and going to the college, and then you have some exams, and you are not studied properly, and then you feel loneliness. Or if you are in a relationship where you have some uh, conflict um, with your spouse, or if you are in all this, like in business, and if you are having some challenge in the business, and then you really have nowhere to go, and you cannot solve the issues or the challenge, and then you feel loneliness. So yeah, so what do you do? How would you handle this, or how would you overcome this loneliness? So I have very simple techniques today, which I use for myself and also for my clients. So first one I would say is just very simple. I mean, when you feel lonely, then what I do is I just call my friends, or I talk to my relatives, or I talk to my neighbors. So just call the people in your life and start talking to them, and just start a conversation which will eventually you will be enjoying that. So let me give you an example here, my life story, my life experience. So yeah, I have a business, and I've been doing this business for many, many years. And I had some customers did not give me what was expected. And I was like really feeling very stressed, and feeling little bit I was in distress, in despair, and also feeling, because there was nobody else could solve this challenge. And I was like really feeling lost and sad and lonely. I said, this is like something very crucial, very critical in the moment in my business, and there is nobody can support me. So I was like feeling lonely. So I said, okay, what to do? So what I did is I started, um, in my phone, I have all the contacts, right? So I said, okay, let me select four contacts. So I just selected four contacts in from my list and started calling them, just started calling them. So, uh, and then whoever picked up the phone, because the first one, they did not pick up, and so it went into the voice message. So I said, okay, I just left a voice message, and then I just texted him also and said, I'm trying to call you, but whenever you get chance, please call me back. So simple, yeah, that's all. And then I said, okay, so that first person is not available. Okay, go to the next one. So I again went to the list and picked the second person. And then I said, okay. So the second person picked up the phone. And then I just started talking to him and said, hey, what's going on? And he happened to be in Atlanta, which is where I was before, so I know everything about Atlanta. So, I said, oh, okay, you are there in Atlanta. So, well, he was traveling from California to Canada, but he wanted to travel through, by car. And he said, I want to go to Atlanta to meet some friends and then go to Canada. So he was there, and then we talked for almost like, we started talking to each other because we did not talk for a while. And he was asking all the questions about his, my life and what I'm doing. And so we started talking, and it was so wonderful, that, we talked about more than an hour. And it was, very relieving me. And, I was like, it was like, I was engrossed in that conversation. I was so much engrossed in the conversation, like, we were like dancing in conversation. So it was very, like, all my despair, all my sadness, all the thing, because we started laughing, and we started talking about our experiences together, because we went together in some of the retreats. And so he was there, and he said, yeah, oh, okay, so that's good. So that's how we started talk to each other. And then it was so much of a relief. So I got relief from my all the loneliness, all that sadness, and all the um, that stress from the business. So it was very very powerful there. So which is good. So that was really very, very easy, simple, because nowadays it is happening that most of us do the texting. Most of the time we do the texting and avoid the phone conversation, unless there is really needed. So every time, it is like, you just do the texting, and the other person replies to you, and you again, reply back, and done. But picking up the phone and having that direct one-on-one conversation is missing. And see, the beauty of, see, texting, you cannot express your emotions. Unless you are really good at describing the emotions in a writing. But see, I'm not really good in expressing the emotions and all your feelings and thoughts in writing. It is most easy for me is to express myself in a conversation. So that's that's very easy, and I think most of the people would love to express themselves in a open conversation. So this open conversation is the key where you connect with other person very, very nicely, in a friendly manner, and also, with feelings and emotions, you can express yourself much, much easier. And the moment, see what happens, once you express yourself so easily, and once you do that, you are, all your stress, all your emotions, all your thoughts and everything really, goes out from your mind, from your body, and all the environment. So the moment it is out, it is like, like if there is a steam is inside, the inside the chamber. Once you release the valve, that steam goes out, and there is a pressure is, lowered. So the chamber is like, empty there. So all this like pressure is out. Same thing, all those pressure of sadness, all that anxieties and uh, worries, loneliness is out. And you release that pressure, you release that loneliness, and you are really laughing, you are smiling, you are so joyful that you forget about the loneliness. So it's beautiful, and I tried. So one, two, three, and four people, and out of that four people, I talked to two of them, and two were kind of, they were not available. So they called me back later. But two people really talked to me for more than 45 minutes to an hour. And it was wonderful. Everything, like all my pressure was released. And I enjoyed it. The other person also enjoyed it because he never talked to me for a while. So it was a really good exchange of information, and also learning to know each other. Because once you know, so we became so close. He said, oh, okay, I know about his family now, his children, what they like, what they dislike, and so we are like connected to each other. So that's really beautiful technique. It's very simple, and I think we have been forgotten about this kind of a technique for a while, because we are doing all the texting all the time. So this is beautiful technique number one. The next technique for how to overcome this loneliness is you know is is very, very effective and profound. What I do is I just connect with the nature. So I connect with the nature. So what happens is, I just go out and either like, go to the, green space, so green park around our area, and connect, with the nature. So grounding myself. So I walk barefoot on the in the park, in the grass. I make sure that it is safe to walk there. So make sure that it is safe there. It is not like any kind of thorns or anything there. But yeah, normally, it's safe in the park. So you can remove your shoes or sandals and flip-flops and just walk barefoot. Connect your feet with the ground. So when you connect your feet with the ground, there is a bioelectrical energy, that is flowing from the earth into your body. And that really makes you feel grounded. And once you are grounded, you are connected to the Mother Earth. And that Mother Earth is absorbing all your stress, all the negativity, all kinds of, those worries, anxiety, loneliness, all the stress which are coming to you and you are experiencing in your body, in your mind, all that in thoughts, they are all like, transmitted to the to the earth. So this is very powerful. Let me give you so another thing. What I do is, I go to the beach because we have a nice beach here. If you have a river or a lake or like a forest or any green space or any natural beauty, mountains, just go up the mountain, and then up the hill and look at the beauty of the nature, at the sky or clouds, and have that cool breeze come in. So when I go to the beach, there is a like there are the waves are coming, and I'm again walking in the like very into the water. Like I just put my feet about like 6 inch or in the water, and then walk along the beach. And then I'm looking at the ocean. The waves are coming and going back and coming and going back. So it's just observing that the cool breeze is there, the sun is there. So the sun, that cool breeze, and all the that water coming and going, and all that abundance. You see that abundance is there. The nature has got so much of abundance, so much of freedom. There is no constraint, there is no stress. The waves are not stressed, they are just flowing, right? The waves are flowing in the ocean, and they are coming and going back. Yeah. So it is so powerful that you see that water in like the flow of the waves in the ocean, and see that how beautiful it is, right? So the moment you are in that nature, and if you spend some time there, 15 minutes, 30 minutes, 1 hour, your mind will change, your thoughts will change, your feelings will change, and you will experience a shift, a transformation in your body, in your mind, in your spirit. So when this happens, your loneliness is gone. Yeah, it is gone, because that is so powerful, because that you really see that it is releasing of all that loneliness, all that worries, all the stress, everything is gone. Then you are happy. You are really happy. You are so calm. You are peaceful and joyful. You are so joyful. You will see that. Oh, okay. I am so like all that stress is gone, and you are in that freedom. So that abundance, all it's so powerful, right? So it is very, very powerful. So yeah, I just do this and experience immediately, that that loneliness is gone. That even if you are going to the beach alone, but you see, because you are with the nature, you are connected with the nature, you feel that you are not lonely now, because there is a peace inside. There is a joy. Yeah, there is a joy and peace inside. So yeah, so that is what is happening, to overcome the loneliness. So that is technique number 2. In the last one, the third technique I would give you is about, you know so it is about non-doing. See, the first two technique, you are doing something, right? You are going to the beach, or you are going to the river, or you are going to the park, and then walking there, and experiencing the nature, the beauty of the nature. In the first technique, you're calling the people, you are talking to them, like your friends or relatives, or your siblings, whoever it is. So you are doing something, right? Now this third technique is about non-doing. So you don't have to do anything there. What you do is just sit down in a quiet place and be in silence, and be in that meditation for 15 to 20 minutes with your eyes are closed. You are just observing your thoughts and feelings, and doing nothing. You are not doing anything. You are just observing and being in that silence. So that is very, very, I would say, this practice, it takes little time, but the moment you do it, in all that, there is a shift. So what I do is, I just sit down in a quiet place. I close my eyes, and then, also, like, your ears and everything is like, not distraction. There is no distraction from the outside world. So, like, for example, if somebody is having a music in your next room, or somebody's playing some, like, the cars are going outside and you hear the noise of the traffic or something. See, you are not distracted by all those noise and distractions outside, because you are just closing the eyes and sitting in quiet and calm, and just observing your thoughts. So the moment you do this, within like 15-20 minutes, there is a shift, there is a change, because you are not flowing or following the thoughts, you are not rejecting them, just you are accepting them the way they are coming. So the moment you do this, it it really, there is like an acceptance, and then there is a surrenderness. So the moment you accept, and that is one breath, I mean, one's action, and then you surrender. So, but you are not doing anything. There is no physical activity here. You are not doing anything. You are just being in silence. And that silence is so precious. That is like you are being in that present moment. You are not in the past. You are not in the future. You are in that middle ground, which is present moment. And that is a generous present moment. Once you are in that present moment, you experience a very subtle um, feelings, and because your brain waves are there. So your brain waves are normally in beta. Then from beta, which is high frequency brain waves, it goes into alpha. So it is a slowing down into from beta to alpha. And then from alpha, it goes to theta, which is even slower, which is a meditative state. And then you go into delta and then gamma. But we go into this different brain wave pattern, and that is really helping you to make the shift. So that loneliness is giving you sadness, is giving you all the, like a constraint. You are like constrained, you are like not in freedom. You are not in expansion. You are not in abundance. So this really gives you that kind of uh, freedom, and that loneliness is really, is gone, is evaporated. So that's really, I mean, I was like having, issues like, one of my, so just to give you an example, I mean, real life example here. So I was having, you know challenge in my personal life. So my wife was having uh, some back problem, and then she was not able to move for certain days. And then, we were like, I was stuck in the house. I couldn't move, because I had to help her. And then I was really feeling a little bit sad and, lonely again, because she could not give me a company. And so I was feeling that loneliness and sadness, and, like kind of stress. I said, okay, I just sit down in this quiet silence, in that, you know 15-20 minutes of silence in that meditation, and, just reflect on your own self. And yeah, there's transformation there. There is a shift, and that shift happens, and, you really feel so much joyful, so much happy, and you are in freedom, and you are also in that abundance mindset. Now you are in that, you really feel elevated. You are in the higher vibrations, because you are, releasing all the thoughts and feelings slowly and slowly, and that all the thoughts are gone. And then there is a vacuum, and that is what shifts and transforms into the peace, into joy, into love, into gratitude, into, all these kind of positive vibrations, which will escalate you from that anxiety and loneliness. So yeah, I did that, and, boom, all those stress was gone, all that anxiety was gone, all that sadness was gone, all that loneliness was gone. I mean, that, because there is a joy with no reason. There is so much of a joy in my own self that I don't need anything from outside. I'm so much, fulfilled. I'm fulfilled inside, and I get that, peace and calm and joy within myself. So it is so wonderful experience, and yeah, so that's what I did. So these are different techniques, and then, I have more, as I can, coach and teach more and more of different techniques. So yeah, if you like the video, please subscribe to my channel so that you get more notifications and updates. So just to summarize that three techniques, the number one technique is to talk to the friends or call people, have a live conversation. So it's beautiful. It's not about texting and doing. No, it is live. You meet people, talk to them, have a nice dancing and conversation. That is technique number one. Then technique number two is connect with the nature, the beauty of the nature. When you are connected with the nature, you are grounded, and you're really connected with the nature, with all the natural things. Your body will really see that freedom again, expansion and abundance there. So that's technique number two. And then technique number three is being in silence, observing silence and being in that meditation for 15-20 minutes and see the results. Okay, so those are the three different techniques which I use all the time to overcome, loneliness, and from loneliness to happiness, to excitement, to joy, peace, and love and gratitude. Okay. All right. So thank you for watching today, and we'll see you in the next video. Okay. Thank you.